Hi guys, it's Paschal here again. And I'm introducing you to Jay. I told you guys that I was coming to Australia, that I was going to learn import exports, which is the Amazon side of the business. And this is the champion that is going to be mentoring me. So I just decided to bring you guys some value out of it, so to share his experience. So Jay, I get a lot of people on my YouTube channel. I got emails on this. People ask me different questions about starting an e-commerce, basically starting an online business, but it's kind of broad. But you've been here for this. You've been in the industry for how long now?
I started in 2013.
Wow, that's a long time.
7 years now.
So how did it happen for you?
Everything happened from recession. I couldn't find a job.
All right.
I come from an architecture background. I couldn't find a job, and at that time, they were all looking for experienced workers, and I had no experience. Luckily, I had experience working in a retail store when I was studying, so I had sold some things before. So, and I had kept my eyes on the sales industry for some time, and I started knocking on doors. Couldn't find a job, started knocking on doors, started selling things. Sales was great, but it did not satisfy, didn't make me happy.
It demanded.
Yeah, didn't make me happy. And then I decided to quit my job and move to my parents' house. And that's when I came across Stuart Ross's video. Downloaded his 7-day boot camp, and from then onwards, it gave me the confidence to actually quit my job and actually withdraw all my applications from university.
Wow, that was a big move.
Yeah, big move. So I dedicated 1 year to learning this online world. It wasn't even a business then, it was just world. So it took me 6 months to watch the videos, and then the next few months to actually apply it, and it took me 9 months to make my first sale online. And that was my I guess my spark.
Yeah.
That I was looking for.
But that's what I get myself as well. As soon as mine was it, I was a little bit quicker, like 5 months. It took me 5 months. Once I did that first sale, I was like, I can make this work.
Exactly.
The belief kicks in. So
exactly. Because of the same day, I didn't have one sale, I had 2 sales that day.
Oh, that's good.
So that was double belief. It was double belief. So that actually gave me the confidence to take furthermore 4 years off. So I took my first year off. I said, look, if I don't achieve anything in the 1 year, I'll just get a job. But in that 1 year, I did make 2 sales. So that was that spark I was looking for.
Yeah.
That gave me the permission to take 4 years off. And next year, after that, which was 2014, I connected with people like Anna and people in the community. And through Anna, I came across a business opportunity, which was selling on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it was the opportunity presented, and it just made sense to me. It was a webinar which I attended. It was a man talking about, finding out what's selling in the USA, going to China, getting it produced, designing it and selling it, and having Amazon take care of the shipment and handling. I was like, shit, this is what I want. This is amazing, right? So that was what drew me into what I'm doing today, and I bought that training. And after 3 months, I had crossed my 5 figures in revenue with 50% profit. And since then, it's been not unicorns or rainbows. It's been ups and downs,
That's and downs. Business. I always say that.
Yeah, exactly. And I have probably had my income drop from, whatever it was to zero at least 5 to 6, 7, 8 times. And it's been a massive shift in my thinking when it comes to online businesses. Before, I was focusing on building. This gave me an insight of how to secure.
Yes,
because building is one thing, but what happens if something happens tomorrow? Like, how do you actually make it evergreen? How do you make it, solid like a brick, not a house of cards, like bricks? So, lots of trial and error. I launched many products on Amazon. I launched many Shopify stores, and almost gave up on Amazon just because it was so strict in terms of rules, guidelines, but I knew that buying and selling was not going to stop.
Absolutely.
Buying and selling is not going to stop, whether it's eBay, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Shopify, whether it's da-da-da-da-da. So I basically spent a lot of time learning how to market and sell products online. And that included Shopify stores, mug store, selling mugs, selling pet stuff, selling t-shirts, selling gifts, selling all that stuff. And then I gave up. I'm like, look, I bought myself a job. This sounds cool on paper, but it's not that exciting. It's a job. So after a while, I had discovered that I could apply this skill of buying and selling and what I've learned from Amazon and skin the cat in different ways.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided to take my skills to companies where I could help sell their products and perhaps help students who are struggling with their products, create it and sell it, put it out there. And what I've noticed is, what I've discovered in the past 7 years is there is an art to selling online, and that includes imagery, it includes visual communication, it includes psychology, it includes all those areas.
That's what it's good you brought this up, because I do affiliate marketing. I tell people ask me, what are you selling, what type of product, and I say it's not really about that. You gotta get your head sorted out first.
Yeah.
Because if your head is not like, if you're thinking it's just buy, this is a phone, buy it, you haven't got the.
It's not
that.
that. It's way more to it. Way more to it. Unless you have the only product in the market that you have, people will come to you.
Yeah.
But if you're selling a screen protector, there's 10,000 people selling it. How do you sell yours?
Absolutely.
That is where I discovered art of selling comes in. Art of imagery, visual communication, how to do the thinking for the buyer without having them realize that I'm doing the thinking for them. You know what I mean? So it's
brilliant.
Exactly. So
the beautiful that I got from this was, for me, it was personal, because this is like going to family stuff. I was literally struggling with my relationship with my spouse. As I was going through marketing mastery and the training of SFM, I started understanding how I was speaking to my wife was the reason why we were constantly arguing. So the communication, I was trying to sell products online. I couldn't sell it because I was something else online and something else at home. I was like, align them both and try to become a good communicator.
I see.
It was just like
things change.
It's people will look at you as if you're lucky or something, but it's not really luck. It's just that. So how would you say mentorship with the community and everything in SFM, did that help you at that?
SFM has been a huge part. When you build a house, when you lay the floors first and then the walls, I feel like SFM, even though I started my journey with SFM 2013, I was only an affiliate for about a year and a half. I didn't earn a lot of commissions and sales from SFM, but what I took away was far more greater than those 2 sales I made.
Yeah.
My foundations to date, when I do my thinking, is from values that I picked up from values and the way to think, and even patience. I remember many times Stuart Ross, I remember watching his videos, and he was like, don't spread yourself thin, pick 1 or 2 techniques only.
That's it.
Just 1 or 2 only, and just just hearing him over and over again. I would spend 1 hour watching or 2 hours watching a webinar, but only 1 minute of something he says changes everything. So the only thing sometimes webinars are so long, and the only thing that kept me sitting there and listening was, I'm like, I know there's a golden
It's possible.
Nugget. I know there's a golden nugget coming. I'm
possible.
here for the golden nugget. I'm not here for the whole training. I'm here for the golden nugget. And the biggest golden nugget that I got from Stuart Ross that changed everything was 80-20. I had spent 6 months and I got any results. And Stuart Ross, in one of his videos, he said, look, 80-20 rule. 80% of your time should be spent on taking action, not actually learning. So typically people spend 80% of the time learning, watching videos, and 10 to 20% time actually going out and doing it.
That's it.
So I wasn't doing, I was just watching. And after a while, when I, started watching more and more content of Stuart Ross and SFM, I picked up these little golden nuggets for me. And 80-20 is one, there's 6 or 7 more.
Yeah.
But those were the golden nuggets that I picked up, and they spoke to me, and obviously it may not speak to everyone else, but it spoke to me. And it had a massive impact right away. After watching that video of Stuart, I think 2 or 3 months later I had my first 2 sales.
Yeah.
So I was, doing something. So if I was just watching video, by November I would not have made that sale. Those 2 sales. So 80-20 has been the biggest takeaway, and SFM has been a big part of that foundation of my journey. Like, obviously I did not learn how to sell on Amazon from SFM. I did not learn how to visual communication, design, all the things I speak about, I did not learn from SFM. But I could only take all my skills out to the world because of SFM. So that's been a big shift.
So if you're hearing 80-20, you don't really understand. It means just action. You can watch all these videos you're listening to. As long as you don't take action, you're still where you are. That's what it means. Yeah. So if somebody is looking to start an e-commerce business, they are in the phase of they just maybe they are in a job, maybe like you were, and they want to get started, but they just don't know where is the first place to start or first couple of steps?
My advice to typically everyone generally is, if you don't come from a sales and marketing background, if you do, then it's cool.
You've got an advantage.
Yeah, you got an advantage. You got an advantage. Typically, many people don't have sales and marketing experience.
I didn't have it.
Right? Neither did I. Oh, I didn't have marketing. I had sales. And I would suggest anyone who is recommend as well. Anyone who's looking to get into this industry, e-commerce, learn the art of selling and marketing first. The product that can come later, right? Like, a common mistake is you spend 6 months, a year creating the perfect product, and then I ask you in November how many units you sold, you said 3 or 0. I would much rather have someone who's got a mediocre to okay product, but has actually made thousands of sales, and now is moving on to finally building that perfect product. So that has been my philosophy for the past 3 or 4 years, that I've noticed that that people need to apply, especially if they're brand new. If you have not sold anything before, if you have not marketed anything before, don't focus on the product as much. First, get the hang of marketing, get the hang of sales first.
That's action.
Without worrying about profits, by the way. Let me make that clear. Without worrying about profits.
Because I get that question, how if I invest this amount of money, when am I gonna get that? It doesn't work. I don't know. You share that. People want, if I give you $2,000 to start a business, what would be my returns? What would you say to them?
How do you mean?
They've got 2,000, 5,000, 5,000.
How would they start?
Yeah.
If you've got $2,000 to $3,000, $5,000, I would go to the biggest market in the world. In this case, Amazon, because Amazon, all the customers that we're looking for to sell products, they're already there. We just have to go there and learn how to be seen. That's it. So I would suggest use that $5,000. I actually started with $5,000 as well. So let me tell you how I did it. I used $5,000. I used $3,000 for stock. I used $500 for marketing, or $600 for marketing, and I spent maybe $600, $500 on shipping, and the rest I just had sitting there for my list. The rest of the, other costs, etc. And from that, I basically learned how to sell. Started to learn how to put products out there, how to design images, how to speak to someone who's actually clicking, and once they've clicked, how do you make them stay? And then once they've stayed, how do you make them click add to cart?
That's the art.
Yeah, that's the art. So those are all the things I guess that I had to sort of pick up and learn, and over time, from spending money, this $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 there, and that is why I say the first should come sales and marketing, and then you can spend the money. My first product was digital thermometer. I was telling you earlier. I had no passion behind it. It was just I wanted to learn how to sell products online. Once I had made my 1,000, 2,000 sales, and once I've seen, hey, I can sell now, then I went away and put a lot of time into building my perfect product. Design, branding, logo, all that stuff, nitty-gritty, providing solution, and it became less of a challenge because I had done the selling part before. If I had just showed up selling iPhone screen protectors, no one was going to buy from me. No one was going to buy from me if I didn't know how to sell. So anyway, probably that's probably where it's all at. Where it's probably all at to in terms of marketing and selling.
Thanks. I don't want to take your time. I know you got a flight to India now.
Yes.
You got a wedding coming up. So guys, if you want if you want to learn import experts, which is Amazon FBA, Jay is the one that's gonna coach me. Because I don't know any jack. Like I'm gonna glue to him, get his phone number. That's the way I will operate. If you want to do the same, there will be links around this video to join SFM. Then they will guide you on how to basically join Jay, because we have weekly webinars that
we've got a large community and we have weekly webinars.
I always say that if you can pay off for all the courses, but it'll be online. As long as you're not attending weekly webinars, you'll not be accountable to. You can't show. There has to be some accountability on your part, and that's part of what drives success. Because if you're not doing something every day, chances are you're not going to follow through.
Exactly. You have to be. What is that word? Persistence.
Persistence.
You have to be persistent. You have to be persistent. You can't do 2 days and take 3 days off or 1 day off and come back, try to pick up, because you lose momentum. So
I always say that myself. All right, guys.
All right, man.
Subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.